watch your fingies.
Oh! Is that seawater? Look at this, dude. This is the most disgusting car I've ever touched. We are currently bolting all of the plates into the base plates because the last episode we had them all glued and riveted in. So the glue is finally getting dry. I guess it takes like 7 days. It's been like 4, so we're at least good to bolt the plates on, especially because it's all riveted, and start fitting up the tube. So we can see Alec is putting in some bolts. This is some temporary hardware. We'll probably end up switching over to some button heads. I think that'll just look a little bit cleaner. But we're just putting all the bolts in all the plates here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we will get fitting of the cage. So that'll be the first thing. I'm gonna go get the welder, drag it over here, and get ready to tack the hoop in. Hoop and A-pillars will be the first thing. And then we kind of just go from there. Pretty exciting. Some temporary bolts while we wait for our McMaster order, which will show up tomorrow. But yeah, look at this freaking hoop, man. I love how it's notched into the side right here. That's sick. Yeah, it stays up in there. All right, I guess let's get the welder going and we'll put a little tack right on the bottom there. Well, let's do it. All right, first tack. Okay, A-pillar touching there. Tack it up. All right. Yep, then I guess we'll tack that top A-pillar, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Boom, A-pillars tacked in. Those suckers are tight, that is for sure. Okay, up next we're gonna do the rear bars just to make sure that it has, because those will also help set the lean of the hoop. So we have this straight tube here and we're gonna put it up in there. Oh, you know what? It's touching the window right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
notch it right there.
Yeah, notch it, exactly. So it's touching it so it has clearance for the up bars to the hoop. Yeah. How are you there?
I will probably break the tack if I let go. I'll do another.
Yeah. I mean, I can go back there and tack it.
Yeah, I'm good.
But I mean, like, yeah, you can get it where you want to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What an angle.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? It's crazy. Whoa, my God. That looks wild. That's a strange looking down bar there, but that's where it goes. That's where Pratt Miller puts it.
Tube cam.
Okay, you hold it right there.
Right there.
Good?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, we're good. Okay, we are currently doing the roof bar. It's the tube that ties the A-pillars together. So we have this so that when we are fitting up that tube, it wouldn't slide away. Just has a little bit of tension on it to pull the A-pillars together. But what we ended up figuring that what we're gonna do is, there's a roof mount that usually bolts to this, and it's kind of big and clunky, and this bar got close to it. So what we're gonna do is get rid of that, and then across this roof bar we're just going to build a little tab for the roof to bolt in. But when we do that, that means that this and this is useless. So we're going to pull this off, trim that edge, and make it a lot cleaner, because that's literally just to mount the roof, and with it being carbon fiber and super light, it's totally pointless. So we're going to pull all this stock stuff off, make a nice cut line, and then this will be much cleaner. Put it all back together, fit up the roof bar, and continue on from there. There you go. Jesus Christ. Look how many freaking fasteners this thing has. Holy moly.
I just ruined the blade already. Like it's going slow now.
Dude, it might just be the. Oh, let me get you the blade wax.
Oh yeah, that would help.
Just got the crossbar tacked in while Alec is cutting this. Boom. They make it real easy. Just line up the freaking tube to the circle. So much cleaner. Much cleaner. Ooh, ah. Time to tack the roof bar in. Looks pretty good. Does that visually look like correct to you? Just didn't move, right? Okay, we're at the point now where we can really start tacking some tubes in. I want to put the seat in to check the harness bar height. Obviously we gave them some advice, but you know, and we measured some stuff with me sitting in the seat, but you always want to make sure before you weld that sucker in. So seat in and yeah, harness bar. There we go. It's this way. You could feed it to me on that side. And then yeah, can you see the...
I can't see it.
Here, I'll put this. Yeah, like look how it lays on the chassis here.
Whoa.
It's so, I mean it clears, but it's crazy, huh?
It's like right up against.
Yeah. I'll just double check by sitting in the seat. Yeah, because my shoulders are like right above the hole, right?
Yeah, you're like 2 inches above the hole.
Perfect.
Like three fingers.
Okay, harness bar is good. We were a little concerned about the amount of clearance between here and here. Obviously it's just sitting down because we're gonna put a sheet of carbon here that will cover the shift cables and maybe mount some electronics and whatnot on there. But it's good, it's clear, and it's the correct height just below my shoulders, so that'll be perfect for the harnesses to run up. Yeah, let's tack it in. Here we go. We should probably just do a double check with the level to the chassis.
Yeah.
Get that digital one, zero it out. Back in this little guy. There you go. Alright, that's it. Let's make sure the notches. Yeah, pick it up. Yeah.
Hell.
So maybe we gotta start, like if you're gonna go high, I go low.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, like this?
Yeah. Look at that. Paper clearance. Crazy.
6.
Yeah, I'd say we tack this side in then.
I just start with the back.
Yeah, let's tack the back and see how it fits on the doors. So main hoop connects to the chassis here, but the floor piece is connected by this bar that ties the door bars to the floor. So it's really like the main hoop has 2 connection points to the chassis, which is great because, you know, it's not a steel chassis. You're kind of going against aluminum floor, carbon fiber floor, aluminum box here in the back. I think it's really good. But we got the door bars mostly fitted up. We are doing our due diligence to make sure there's gonna be a gap here from the chassis, because obviously we can adjust it just a little bit. They built this cage super tight, so we're getting some popsicle sticks. We'll stick it in between here, and then we'll tack the lower door bar. And we might need to make some adjustments to the upper depending on the uprights. So we'll get the lower fit because there's plenty of room on the upper to go up or down that 1/16 of an inch if needed, but the lower is only gonna fit in one spot. Popsicle stick is the perfect body line gap.
Yeah?
It is. Probably a little bit lower, like down more. Yeah, that's where it gets close. So now when we close the door, I can hold this up. Boom, we have our little gap right there. Sweet, and we can see, yep, we're right on the money right there. Let's tack it. Definitely a slight bit tighter up here in the front one. We are installing the hardware for the base plates before we put that other door bar in because, yeah, this is a little bit more of a pain in the ass now. Making it more of a pain in the ass, but still doable. But Alec ordered these perfectly length button heads that we're blue thread locking in. So they are a permanent deal because we will remove the cage from the base plate when we go to weld everything and then weld it to the base plate once it's back in. But man, it looks great. Oh, you missed one.
Oh, in the corner?
In the corner. Okay, all the hardware is placed. Look how good that looks. Damn. Door is on, and we have some door bars that are ready to get fit up. So that is the next thing that we need to do. Oh, maybe the first thing we should do, we need to check this notch here because we might just need to take a little bit of material out of that tube for this. So I need to see the upper. Just needs a little material taken. That's in, and then yeah, I guess we get the lower in and see what we got here. Couldn't really film a whole lot because it's like holding it with my feet and my hands and all of that, and it was just a total pain. Look at that. Look at how it fits into the door pocket. So sick. So the only two, couple other things, these spreaders up in here, which is what Alec is working on fitting right now. And they do need a little bit of massaging because we moved this forward just so that we can have, I think I explained it, so that we can bolt the roof on. So because this moved forward, it makes this cross tube need a little bit of massaging, but I think it's worth it, not having to use a wrench or anything like that. So Alec is working on that. And then we have the anti-intrusion plates, which will go right there from the A-pillar to this box tube structure right here. Boom, boom. Those will be like realistically last. Once the cage is in its final place, put it up. So maybe we don't even worry about that right now. What I'd like to do next is, after these spreaders are done, is fit the dash and mount the dash. That's gonna be a big part of it. Shouldn't be too difficult, but it's gonna need some work. So probably we'll do that next. Okay, onward to dash mounting. We did a first trim right here. Oops, almost dropped it. Yeah, one of us needs to do one thing and one of us needs to do the other. Yeah, I still have like a mile to go.
Yeah, no. Pull yours out. Let me
super far.
Yeah, very far.
More marking. Gonna bring it over and trim it. It's a balance between trimming the sides and then trimming the slot out for the A-pillar, which is what this is here. But we do need to trim this back because it is hitting the A-pillar and preventing the dash from going further back. So, yep, let's get that. Then we continue to notch in.
Ooh, watch your fingies.
Fingers. It's like impossible to see the black Sharpie.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see how this goes straight. Oh yeah, that edge is much better here. Totally acceptable. Damn, that looks freaking good.
Yeah.
Let's get the dash mounted so we don't have to hold it anymore, and then we can put the dash bar up there. Okay, mounting the dash. We use these quick latch fasteners, these tiny little 22mm ones. So yeah, 7/8 hole with the smallest flange. Used it on that car forever. Gonna do the same thing. Has this really cool ball socket. I'll show you guys. Boom, boom. Pretty freaking nifty if you've never seen it. We use it on the hood, the trunk, and the dash. Way better than hood pins, works amazing. But this will basically get welded on the tube in a place that puts this 3/4 of the tube, which where it sits. So we're gonna put the dash in, mark the bottom so that we can figure out a good height for this, and then basically just kind of measure where that puts us for how far along the tube we wanna go to keep this flat edge nice and straight, and we'll be good. We'll tack that on, mark the dash, drill the holes. And I'm gonna put that, yeah, there's the bottom of the dash there. And then I'm gonna mark this. Okay, got them drilled and mounted on the dash. Now we pop this sucker in there. Can't do it. I'm gonna have to just get in there and see if it lines up. And then if it does, cool. If not, we have to maybe adjust on the bracket, bend it a little bit before we get ready to mark it and weld it. Okay, fire it up, dude. A little more. A little more. Okay. I dipped, but we tacked. Damn it, I couldn't see. But a little more, not full send though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about all I need. Not full. All right, that was good. Pretty solid, yeah. Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, wow. Let's carefully pop it off. All right, I'm gonna run these tabs a little bit better, but that's good, dude. Next up, I'm gonna start looking at the windshield. So this is freaking massive, but this is the windshield. It is a Optic Armor Universal windshield. So it's way bigger than it needs to be, like this much bigger. They told me it's based off of like their newer Camaro windshield, which I believe because it's massive, and it's meant for stuff like this. The reason why I got this over like a flat piece of Lexan or polycarbonate is because two things. It comes with a curve, which is very close to the OEM shape, because when we set it on there, at least it has the curve, and it has their specific baked on anti-scratch coating. I've done tons of pieces of the most scratch resistant polycarbonate that, you know, I could buy from an industrial supply place, and it's got nothing on the Optic Armor stuff. The Optic Armor stuff is so much more scratch resistant. The first windshield on the C6 I had for 5 years, same one, and I just changed it because it was just like 5 years old, new car, new windshield. So yeah, I'm pumped that we're gonna be able to use that. The only thing is we have to, it's not a drop-in blackout, so we're gonna have to paint the edges, but no big deal. I've been spoiled up until this point being able to just buy windows. Front windshield and the rear windshield are both just basically buy it and drop it right in, glue it, bolt it in, whatever you want right from Optic Armor. So Alec is currently working on the carbon footwell box. We got the seat in, and he mounted the Safecraft fire suppression system. It was up here, we changed our mind. We're putting the fire suppression down here so that there's more foot room with that foot tray versus the battery, and we'll put the battery up there. A little bit of a switcheroo, but I think overall it's just gonna make the passenger experience a little bit better. He's gonna do that, get that all drilled up while I work on the windshields. Dang, a squared.
Got my rear mounting holes drilled. Well, for like tempered it out. And I'm just trying to figure out.
And those are on that beam, right?
Yes, those are center on the beam.
Perfect.
So I'm just trying to figure out how center I want to be in comparison to the seat. Like, I measured 3.5 inches on either side to make it center.
Yeah.
And it feels pretty good. Gives you enough room for the coolant line.
Yeah. We want to make sure for sure that there's room for the coolant lines.
Yeah, so I think that I'm going to go with that.
Nice.
It feels pretty set, like nice and center for this.
Definitely enough room.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, your legs are almost straight.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
5'8", so
Oh,
might be a little tight for somebody who's like 6 foot, but it'll work, I think.
Pretty good, pretty good.